Hi everyone, welcome to Megan Sullivan Art. Here this morning to do a video flip through of my design team project for Lavender Blu Art, which is Fiona Coley. It was her Christmas digital kit that I chose to use, and it's a vintage theme, a vintage feel, but it's kind of a bit of a hybrid journal because there are some modern elements in here, and there are some other items that I've used which were from the public domain, and then I've also got some tags which were offered in one of the Facebook groups. I can't remember which one, I apologise, but I can send you the details of who provided those, and there's some tags, so they have a vintage feel as well. So it's all coffee dyed paper, it's all A4 in size, the coffee dyed paper, and so this is the cover, which excuse me, which I've used a pashmina, which I found, and it's been sewn onto like a gold cardstock because it was a little bit, it was thin, so I didn't want to, have anything that I didn't want to see showing through. So it gives us it's got a metallic feel to it anyway, the pashmina. That's the side on view, and it's just tied with a green ribbon, which is a bit like a bias binding because it's comes open like that. So that is going to fray, but I think that will actually look really quite nice. And there's the back. And I've sewn it in with a 5-hole pamphlet stitch. That's the top, so it's one signature. We've got just over 140 pages altogether, and there are some book pages in here, and a little golden book as well, which was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that's from 1976. It's been reinforced with card as well, so it's it's got some weight to it. Stamping throughout, I've used this Encore Ultimate Metallic stamp in champagne. I also used Tim Holtz Distress Ink in Festive Berries and Pine Needles, and I used the Kaiser Craft stamp set Peace and Joy. So I didn't use this little leaf here, but I've used the Christmas tree, Joy, Merry Christmas, and the wreath. And so it has the stamping comes out. It's meant to look rustic and a little bit messy, so that's just the effect that the stamping these stamps have. I really quite like it. So anyway, so that's what we've done, and lots of sewing all the way through it, and I'm really pleased with how it's all come together. This decoration on the front here I actually got from a local shop or a local arts organisation here. They have a second hand or like a donations cupboard, and so you can rifle through it, and if you find something you just put a donation in a tin basically. So there was a whole heap of these, all different colours, and I've used some on different journals. So this is obviously perfect Christmas coloured one. So it's several layers, there's like some tulle there, different fabrics, and then you've got these little red beads in the centre there. Alright, so let's jump inside. The inside is a table runner that I got from, can't remember, somewhere in Adelaide, Cheap as Chips, or one of those kind of discount second-hand shops, and it does have a sparkle on the red leaves there, and it's got like a burlap kind of feel to it. So all of the digital pages like this are Fiona Coley's from Lavender Blu Art, and I just cut them in half and sewed them to the coffee dyed paper. So that's that one, and they've all been coffee dyed as well, so all of the ephemera. There's the stamping of the Christmas tree. This was an old Christmas card or something that I'd kept, and so I've just sewn that in to make it a pocket. We've got, this is one of the public domain images, which I printed onto like an icicle snowflake background and then coffee dyed them. So there's that image there. This is a little envelope, which this is Fiona's Christmas bauble element from her kit, and I've just collaged on it, inked it up, little doily. So I had a doily, like a table runner thing that I've dyed red, chopped up, and have used the elements throughout this journal. Just a plain Christmas card or gift tag on the inside. Just trying to use all these bits and pieces that I've been hoarding. So there's some modern elements. These book pages are from a country craft kind of book, and it's got Edith Holden illustrations in it. So I jumped on that when I found that. They're not coffee dyed, but you've got the patterns and different things there. I've done some snippets, which is more of the red doily with some different ribbons behind it. And someone on buttons, and that's been glued in. Here's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So this is from 1976. So the whole book's in here. It's not been chopped down or anything, so it's all in order. We have got some modern glittery kind of Christmas stickers. They've been glued in as well to make sure they stick. This is one of those tags that I got as a freebie. I think her name was Stefania. So I can send you the link. There were 6 of these vintage tags altogether. So that one's been done as a pocket. This is one of the elements from Fiona's kit. Some music background, which is Hark, I Hear the Angels Call, I think it says in the background there. That's coffee dyed. This is a collaged card. So these were actually some cocktail or smoothie recipe cards I think a friend had given me, and I just painted over these ages ago. And then I've just put coffee dyed and inked up paper on the back for writing space and collaged on the front. These are both from Fiona's digital kit, and this is just some red dyed paper and some vintage music paper there. Bit of lace from that doily. Another of the Fiona's digital kits. Sewing, got a sticker. So this is that, the Encore metallic champagne coloured ink. Love, 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 love that one. It's very pretty. More of the craft book there. So this is actually a napkin. So what I did was I've just encased that in an overhead projector sheet, basically. So front and back, zigzagged around it and glued it down as a pocket, because otherwise the napkin would have been too fragile. So here we've got, this is just a modern gift tag, the ribbon. This is one of those freebie tags, and this is a to-do list, and it's also got now and later on the bottom of it. So there's a couple of those in this journal. Bit of stamping there. There was a tear in the paper, so I've just put a bit of washi over there. More of the book. This was an old Christmas card which I just trimmed down. So this is Fiona's image, and this is one of those freebie tags. They're not coffee dyed. Snippet, Merry Christmas. So this is another Christmas card again with Fiona's page in the background there. This is a public domain image, and this is from Fiona's kit, and just coffee dyed and inked up paper on a journal card there. Here, this is some Chinese sort of origami or Japanese origami paper. It's absolutely stunning. This is one of the freebie tags, and this is a public domain image, and that's a pocket there, and then that can flip open for more writing space, or you could tuck something in there. Just a silver doily. It doesn't fold over the page, it's only just a half. Rudolph, some more of the doily, and this is the coffee dyeing, where I've had sheets of paper overlaying each other as they were drying off, and then they've been put through the microwave, which gives you this kind of steaming kind of effect if the paper's damp enough. Yeah, see, I just love these stamps. I've just got that kind of slightly messy, rustic feel about them. So another modern Christmas card here, and we have one of those freebie tags and a public domain image, postcard. There's a tuck there. Fiona's image from Lavender Blu. So this again, this is the one which shows you the steamed kind of effect you get, because when I put them in the microwave, I fold the A4 pages in half like that, and then they go into the microwave, and that gives you that mottled effect, which I like. Another piece of a napkin there, encased in the overhead projector sheet. One of Fiona's journal cards, coffee dyed. Another of the to-do lists. This pad I think came from Kmart, but it was a while ago now, so I'm not sure if they still have them with the that rose gold colour. Another snippet here with Merry Christmas stamping. Joy, Rudolph. This came from the baking tray, so there are some kind of lines on there from when they're dried. We've got a glittery Santa up here. Another Christmas card that I've cut out and used. Public domain image. Quite a nice one, that one. One of Fiona's tags. This is wrapping paper. We've got another snippet there and another journal card on the back. Those journal cards I just got second hand, so I'm not sure where they came from. So this is a big collaged envelope, this one here. So it's using all of Fiona's digital images, basically. So we've got the Christmas baubles. This was an envelope pieces of an envelope which I've cut down. It's got this gorgeous gold lining. I've stuck a doily and a button. And so all of these, so she has like a Christmas cracker printout, and I've just used that to cut up for collaging. So all of these tags here are hers, and we've got some writing space on the front. So there's nothing in that envelope, but it's really big, so you can fit, you know, it's almost an A5 envelope, so you can fit a lot in there. Oh, knocking everything. Another of the craft books. A bit more lines from the drying racks there. Centre of the signature. So there is a lot in here, but it's also a lot of space for writing. So we've got a corner tuck here of the napkin, a modern tag, which has got like a bit of a, yeah, like a holographic kind of metallic print. This is a public domain image, the Christmas tree. Love this one, another one of Fiona's designs, and it happens to match the Santa there. The stitching's all a little bit wonky. I couldn't figure out what was going on with the tension, but I actually quite like how it's a bit wonky and a bit zigzaggish. Another snippet with some metallic kind of ribbons. So a top corner tuck here. And a public domain image. So cute. And I think Artie Mays has a digital kit called the Red Cardinals, I think. And I'm not sure if this is the same bird, but I reckon this napkin would actually go very well with that Red Cardinal kit of hers. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Another of Fiona's design pages there. Glittery Santa. Another big snippet. It's the first time I've actually made snippets. I've seen lots of people using them, and I was very happy to be able to get to put some in here. So this is another one of the freebie tags, which isn't coffee dyed, just on standard printer paper. This is a public domain image with the icicles and the coffee dyeing. This was an old piece of repurposed packaging, which I cut down into a tag shape. It already had the slit there. I think it had stamps or something in it. So I've just collaged the front and the back. So this is Fiona's paper. We've got wrapping paper in the back, some dyed paper, coffee dyed. Vintage music, wrapping paper, just a button with a little bit of that doily there. So that's quite a thick journal card, that one. More of stamping. Fiona's design page. Big snippet. This is one of Fiona's envelopes, which I've glued down. It did actually tear, but I've masking taped that up from the inside. And inside is one of Fiona's journal cards, which is coffee dyed. Oops. That slips into there neatly. Another of the craft pages. More doily. Merry Christmas. Beautiful. So all of these images are reflected in the little tags and things that come with the kit. And I did print them on A4 and A3 paper, the tags. So I've actually got two different sizes, which you may have noticed with some of the collaging. Got Merry Christmas with a Christmas tree snippet. This is one of Fiona's envelopes, and what I've done is I've put a piece of the dyed doily there. This one did also rip in my dyeing process, but it is masking taped on the inside, which you probably can't see. It did have a little extra piece here to cut in the slot for it to slide into, but I chose to chop that off. This is a public domain image onto that icicle and coffee dyed background. So it's quite a decent sized envelope, that one. Little teddy bear there. Another one of Fiona's pages. And Merry Christmas with the wreath. And we've got the background, the back. So there is still space. I mean, you could always add pockets to this, the inside, front and back covers if you like. But I figured there is a lot of tuck spots in here already. So lots and lots of space in this rather chunky Christmas journal. So thank you, Fiona, for the honour to work with your kit. I really enjoyed it. And I've got another couple of Christmas journals in the making, which are more, they're definitely more modern, with some modern little golden books, and so they have a lot of all modern elements to them. So they'll be hopefully finished in the next couple of days. So I look forward to working on the next Lavender Blue project, and thank you very much. Cheers, bye.